Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to the second episode here of Phoning Home. And hopefully we're going to try and make a little bit more progress.
For a teleporter. Surface scanning shows you will need one.
So we're going to need a teleporter.
Have around here.
So let's have a look. So power cells, well we'll need some more of those. Teleporter, we actually need more photonics. Fuel, we definitely need to get some more mitox, then we can actually repair our hull as well. But yeah, photonics are probably the most important thing we can grab right now. I'm going to grab another power cell though, just so that we have a little bit of a backup, just in case. Right, there's the radio mast. This is the place that I found when I was playing the game before. It's very hard to spot some of the resources in the dark as well. So I'm sort of relying on the minimap here a little bit. I've just seen some photonics and we've just discussed how we already need those. So I'm just going to sort of head towards it and see if we can pick that one up. And there it is there. Sometimes you do find multiples. So like there for example, there's actually two. Not really. And also some more over there we might be able to grab. I know I'm kind of heading away from the objective markers at the moment. But, you know, you shouldn't really ignore resources. Now, we are armed, of course. We do have a melee attack. I'm assuming at some point in the future we'll have access to potentially weaponry and all sorts of stuff. But certainly not at the moment. So I don't know how hostile the environment is going to get. Hopefully not too hostile. You also have to be careful sometimes because sometimes you land on a surface that isn't flat and then you suddenly find that you've fallen into a chasm or somewhere that you can't easily get out of. Which is even worse if you've ran out of fuel in getting there. So you do have to be very careful and conservative. Try and make sure we've always got some fuel and some energy cells and stuff already sort of assembled in our inventory in case we need to use some. Got a lot of stuff that's all quite close to one another, so I am going to avoid... there we go, we can actually build the teleporter now.
Teleporter complete. Good. That will help you in rough terrain. Now, try finding the emergency signal.
Well, that's what I intend to do, but I'm definitely going to pick all of this stuff up along the way. There's interesting sound we just heard there. See, again, didn't quite make that, and then took some more damage because I didn't. So let's just head to the emergency signal. We're quite close to it. There are some more bits and pieces down here, though, that I'm very tempted to just go and pick up first.
No chance to cross it without a teleporter. Alright, now you need to find a metal object over there. How about that totem-like pillar to the south?
Okay. So how does this work then? So we open up our inventory there. So our teleporter's set to number 2. Okay, so we just press number 2, do we? Right. Yeah.
Now return to the scrap metal in the field behind you. Open another portal there.
So we can basically teleport from metal to metal. Interesting. At least now I know how to get in and out of that canyon.
Step through it.
Excellent.
Hey, you made it to the other side. Not bad. Our chance of survival just increased by 47.8%. It's now at 3.28%, up from 2.22% before the teleport.
Still doesn't sound particularly good, does it?
The emergency signal is close. Be careful.
I had a little bit of slowdown there.
I sometimes envy you mobile units for the freedom you have. Especially during these cozy nights.
Cozy.
On foreign, hostile planets, full of strange noises and unknown dangers. When the rain is pouring down. Some units have all the luck.
I still want to pick up as much of this stuff as possible. And I want to be able to repair as well. It's showing like I'm directly over the top of a resource here, but we definitely want the mitox. So we do want to be able to repair. So it looks like there's some more here. Fantastic. Okay, that's not good. Let's move away from that with haste.
It's rather surprising. I need to perform a deep data search. Anyway, it would be better to turn around and look for the emergency signal.
Yeah, you don't say. Ooh. Well, that was a thing. Can I not pick that up? See, sometimes it's difficult to just work out which slopes you can stand on and which ones you can't. We've got some pretty foreboding music with that as well. Is he still close by?
You will probably need to build a number of solar modules and comm arrays. And they require crystals. Make sure you collect enough of them in time.
Some more of those mushrooms over here. That was quite the thing, that was. Right, okay, first of all, can we create ourselves a circuit purge? No, we're still short of photonics. Really? And can't get the hull repair because we need to get into the canyon to pick up the metal. We're going to need to get ourselves up here somehow as well. But we'll keep working our way around the edge because there's plenty of stuff that we can pick up. See another mushroom.
Too bad your language unit is broken. I really miss your witty repartee. Not that wit was ever your strong suit.
Oh, we've reached our limit there. Well, as we've got a lot of that, might be worth creating... Oh, we've got a fair bit of fuel, actually. I guess creating one more won't hurt. Because seeds are easy enough to come by. And then we'll pick this last one up here and then we'll turn towards the signal. Oh, no, there's a couple here, actually. And we are maxed out again. The signal's actually over in this direction.
This planet could easily solve all of our resource problems on P1. Of course, first, we would need a couple of deoxygenizers. All the living matter would just be in the way. That is any explorer's jackpot, Ion. We would be famous.
Okay, I've just got the resource I need.
Categorized. Thoronol. This is a supraconductive and extremely stable ore. My data predicted it, but it is usually produced in labs. We know of no other planet where it is simply lying around.
So with that, we can actually just
All
produce a hull repair.
on this planet. Thoronol, photonics, cryonoble, and that black residue. There's something very special about this place. Very strange. And very dangerous.
Well, we already figured that much. We pick up more of that? Yes, we can. Well, now we're at the limit. Some sort of cloud of dust or bees, and some sort of structure as well. Not too sure if I want to go near that. It looks like it might be hostile. At the same time, I'm intrigued about what this is.
That was an advanced civilization. We are not the first visitors, Ion. Wonder why they vanished. Or maybe they're still around. Be careful. They might be hostile.
Again, stuck in a little hole we couldn't quite get out of. Let's go ahead and pick that up, and got an achievement as well. So even though this is in beta, it does have Steam achievements in already. See some other sort of structure over there. We've got the limit to that. Looks like our energy's getting a little bit low. Let's go ahead and use the power cell. And what were we trying to build? We don't need the circuit purge now. So let's go ahead and get ourselves another power cell. We're also running quite low on fuel. Let's go ahead and increase that a little. And yeah, what's this we've got over here? This looks interesting. After running into that giant sort of rock golem thing or whatever it was, I'm a little bit worried about what I might run into now. As I always, on games like this, just sort of sprint everywhere. I know most games have some sort of...
To be honest, we're very lucky to have found photonics. Without it, it would be much harder to build a teleporter or a comm array. Still, it makes me nervous. It should not be here.
So, as I was saying, most games like this have some sort of stamina mechanic to stop you from constantly sprinting, which you don't really have in this. I mean, you can pretty much just sprint all the time, but it does make your energy go down, your sort of battery power go down faster. So we definitely want to pick all of this up. I was talking about building solar panels and stuff. Does that actually added anything more? No, we've still got the same limit to stuff there. I think it was just because it was the resource we were collecting. He was telling us what the resource could be used for. Now, it's still worth keeping our eye out on the map for resources that we haven't found yet, because obviously only things that we've already scanned show up on the compass points. So we've got a ship over here. I don't know what these like avatar style things are. You can't interact with them. I have tried. But yeah, a little robot that looks surprisingly like Wall-E that goes around collecting seeds. I mean, it's you know, I'm not. Inspiration isn't a bad thing. I actually quite like it. Right, let's go over here and check this thing out then, because this is clearly what we are supposed to be doing. The game's just auto-saved as well. Some more of these black cloud things.
Ships, but surely no explorer. A private cruiser. But how? Any sign of a mobile unit?
Guess we shall go and take a look. Also got some more of the metal that we need to repair the hull. Oh, what's this?
We should be able to communicate. Something is wrong here. Maybe the mobile unit is inside. Try finding the door override. And hope it isn't broken too.
So what did we just pick up there?
Me, it is one of them oxys, roaming space in search of life forms to bring back to P1. Scanned matter categorized.
Hull plating.
Ferron. This is high-grade steel in nanostructures.
Is this not the rock we wanted? I will go in there. This is a very important resource for basically its health, so you always want to make sure you pick up as much of this stuff as you can find. Okay. And looks like there's some more of something over here. Or maybe that's inside. It's difficult to tell. No, it's definitely there. Ah, there we go. It's another bit of the hull. Okay, well, I think I've seen what is the switch for the door override, so let's go and do that. Looks like it's this thing. Doesn't look like we can do anything with that. It's a cargo interface. Okay, so I was wrong. So if it's anything like the ship that we were in, then the door is going to be over on this side. It just may not be open. Not seeing anything that looks like a door at the moment. Obviously, you probably wouldn't ever get in around the back because the back's just going to be thrusters. Yeah, I can't see a way in up there. I'm starting to wonder what this rock's doing here. To me, this is suspicious. This rock is here as a way to sort of climb up with the jetpack, which I will try and do, but... Ship cargo interface. Does this have anything I can interact with? I wondered if it was some sort of... what's the word I was looking for? Some sort of additional storage, maybe? You know, like a chest or a crate that you could store stuff in? Ah, what do we have here? What's this? Door override. There we go. Just had to look a little bit harder. So let's go and see what we can see. Door's already open.
That explains the silence. The communication array is broken. Fix it. Afterwards, we need to find the mobile unit. These ships do not fly without one.
So we need to repair the comm link.
A lot of resources for a comm array. Build some middleware first. Check your inventory for solar module and circuits.
Okay, let's have a look then. So circuits we can build. Communication array requires one circuit and one solar module. Solar module we can build.
In some situations, solar modules may be useful as an external energy source.
So we need more of that metal to build the circuits. And I guess there's no resources in here that we can utilise. So we're going to have to go out and have a look around. Hopefully not run into anything too nasty. Not seeing the particular resources that I need on the compass. But we'll collect what we can. Actually, I think I've just seen one of them. Oh, we've got the limit of that. That's fine. Yeah, it looks like there's some of that metal over here somewhere. Hopefully it's not up there. And that's exactly where it is, isn't it? It's up on top of those rocks. It's going to make it nigh on impossible to reach.
I wonder if the aliens were breathers. Or whether they took the next logical evolutionary step.
Got our limit on routes. Okay, let's see if we can flank around in this direction without running into anything too hostile. There seems to be quite a lot of that metal ore up there. I'm not convinced there's an easy way up via the jetpack.
Strange. I just noticed that the planet is not revolving around its magnetic poles, but almost orthogonal to them. A planet is supposed to be a huge magnet, but the way this planet behaves... This planet's geomagnetic field should not exist, yet it does.
Okay, so here is one of those sort of gorges. This is why we're seeing a lot of this material.
Get it. The magnetic field of a planet cannot operate this way. A few degrees of deviation from the rotational axis could be explained. 15 degrees, maybe 20 degrees. But no simulation I have run allows the magnetic field to deviate 90 degrees from the axis of rotation.
Yeah, I really can't get up there. I mean, we could teleport, but obviously we'd need something metal to be able to do that.
There is only one explanation. This planet defies the laws of physics as we know them. And whatever that means, it is not good news.
We'll try and get up there. This is again another one of the issues, is sometimes you don't you're on a slope and you don't know if it's a slope that you can stand on or not. So it's like I'm kind of half falling here, and that's why my jetpack isn't recharging. So some damage there as well. I don't think we're going to get up that way. Which is a shame, because that would literally have all of the resources we would need if we could just find a way to get up there. Let's see if we can get to it by going around the other way. I mean, obviously...
If that alien population was still around, we probably would have met them by now.
This is metal.
See what you can find.
So we could use this to teleport. But we'd still need to be able to throw onto something that's... Ooh, that I don't like. The music's just got intense, so I'm going to assume it's hostile. Yeah, it's still chasing me, so let's keep moving. Obviously, we didn't want to get too close to that. Oh, it's still chasing me. He's not giving up. No, it is hostile. It is hostile.
What was that? I didn't detect any DNA. Just silicate and energy. But clearly it wasn't a unit either. At least that model is not in my database. Your mapping module is failing too. The subsystem shows no data recordings of your surroundings. That is not good. You will need to remember the landscape. Hopefully you will not have to explore any large areas before we are saved.
So we've taken a bit of damage again. Can we build more? Can't build circuit purge. Hull repair we can do.
Hull repair to increase structural integrity.
And we'll use another energy module. We're going to have to build another one of those as well. But yeah, we need to build the circuit still. So, yeah, we've got the solar away. So we need basically 2 more of that metal. But it's probably a good place to stop, so I'm going to pause there. And when we come back next time, we'll see if we can find the rest of the ingredients that we need to finish this quest. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are enjoying phoning home. I will see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.